Welcome to the Keys on the Coast podcast, bringing you the people, places, and properties that make our beautiful West Michigan coast home. We're the Sandi Gentry team, a top producing real estate team proudly rooted in Grand Haven, Michigan. For over 35 plus years, we've had the privilege of helping clients not just find a house, but discover this West Michigan lifestyle.
We believe in doing business with heart, integrity, and a deep love for this community. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just dreaming, we're here to be your guide on life to the coast.
I'm Mckensie.
I'm Sandi.
And we are so excited you're here with us for our very first episode. This has been a long time coming. We have been talking about starting a podcast for years, so it's really fun to see it come to fruition, get everybody involved, and just give you guys a little insight of what the Sandi Gentry team is all about, and a deep dive into our community, which we're really excited to include. Okay, so for our first episode, for those of you who don't know us, we're just going to do a little introduction of who each of us are. Throughout this podcast, we're going to be interviewing each agent, kind of giving you a background of them, a little bit about their families, why they got into real estate, and what they love about our coast. So, Sandi, how long have you been in real estate? And also, for those of you who don't know, Sandi is also my mom, so if there's a little family banter, that's why. Sandi, how long have you been in real estate?
Wow, Mckensie. So I got my license in 1990. Yes, that's before you were born. So I ended up getting my real estate license after buying up a lot of real estate in Grand Haven and just improving it. We'd buy some of the worst houses, and
it was always your hobby too.
I loved it. So I'd work all day, and then we'd find a house, and we just wanted to improve our community. So we'd buy houses that had fires, and we'd go through and completely renovate them, make them look adorable, just improving the neighborhoods, most of them in downtown Grand Haven. Well, I ended up doing so many, they ended up saying I needed my real estate license.
Didn't you have your builder's license as well?
And I had a builder's license.
I remember you telling me that.
So, builder's license, and then I ended up getting my real estate license, and was actually expecting you, and working full-time at a marina, and worked the boat show, and that actually put me into labor. So, ended up having you a little bit early, and I actually just loved putting buyers and sellers together, and had a lot of time on the phone with having a new baby, and was able just to start canvassing neighborhoods and talking to people, doing things the old-fashioned way of real estate. I still love to meet with people face on face. So anyways, that's how it all started. And ended up being Rookie of the Year, my first year in real estate, actually within a half a year. And here we are today.
What drew you? I know you kind of touched on this, but what drew you to the industry? So was it like the love of flipping, interior design, or
I love
relationships?
People.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
I love people. I absolutely love people. I love bringing buyers and sellers together. I love seeing them accomplish their dream. And I absolutely love being in Myers and running into clients and them telling me that their family has expanded, or that what they did to their home. And it's absolutely great.
And that's so funny because I'm the oldest of 4 girls. And every single one of us, whenever we would go to Myers, we would plan for at least 2 hours, because we would run into at least 10 clients. Yeah. And every time, Sandi would, or my mom would talk to every person and really genuinely cared about how they were. But it was just funny. The Myers is kind of an inside joke in our family.
It is. Or on the bridge.
Yes. I think the whole office knows the on the bridge. You'll call Sandi, ask her where she is, and she'll say, I'm on the bridge. So you know that she's at least 20 minutes away. So little of those family inside jokes you guys are going to get to know.
So, Mckensie.
Now I feel like I'm in
How
trouble.
did you get into the business, and why are you in the real estate industry?
So obviously, as you just heard, I grew up in a real estate family. I would say, you always had rentals. You guys always had different properties that we were going to. So I was definitely immersed in the real estate world and design world, builder world from a very young age. So I've always had a love of homes and design. I originally thought I wanted to go into interior design. So I interned in high school for an amazing builder in Holland who actually built your home and loved the design aspect. So that's what I pursued. And then found out through the years that it was actually real estate that pulled me in. I love being able to walk people into a home that doesn't have a lot of, to the naked eye, have potential and showing them what it could be. And then obviously too, being your daughter, we have a love of serving, we have a love of people, and I love getting to know each and every client and what they're looking for and being able to connect them with what they want and show them the potential. So the relationships too is huge for me. A lot of my clients end up being friends, and so it's so fun to see, walk them through those different transitions in life and buying their first home and then downsizing. I just love every part of it, and I love how every day is different. Yes. You never know what we're going to get into.
Never. Can never plan out your day perfectly.
No, never.
And I would say that is a huge talent and gift you have.
Oh, thanks.
The interior design, actually, with the whole keys to the coast. This is her design for sure. So
in the marketing part too. I
definitely
love with homes, especially, when I've been in the industry for 9 years now. So just being
your whole life.
Well, yeah, officially. And I was just doing marketing, and it's really, especially in the 2020 era, you could just put your home on the market and it would sell so fast. But what I love doing is a really deep dive into the marketing, and every single home has a story to tell.
And you do it so well.
So it's really fun to be able to pull out those things and tell the story of each home to really find the right buyer for it.
I agree. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so for over 35 years, you've been in the industry. Were you just always a solo agent? Obviously, you have this great team now. How did you create the team?
In 2005, I hired an admin, or I had a couple of admins before that, but I hired an admin, and then I hired also my first agent as a buyer's agent. So then I had a buyer's agent, and then shortly after that, I hired a second buyer's agent. And then not much time after that, I hired a third buyer's agent. And then our team kind of evolved, and that's actually when you became first an admin at our office. She worked the front desk.
Oh, yeah. Great times.
And did our marketing. And then, obviously, from there, we expanded to a third admin. And now our team is actually pretty much different. We had to kind of adjust with the times, or what the new word you use is pivot with the times. And now I think we have a powerhouse team.
For sure.
Where we have an incredible admin, Sarah, who is my right hand, maybe my left hand. She is fantastic with all of our listings and our sellers. And then we have Jenny, who is at the front desk, and she is fantastic with greeting everyone and also more our transaction management. And then we still have Sarah DeWitt, who is our old admin, who ended up having her third child. So we allow her, oh my gosh, adorable. And we allow her to do kind of from home all of our social media. So that works out great, and just how wonderful we can actually adjust. And then we have Kelly, who is fantastic. He's been actually with our team the longest, and pretty much part of my family as well.
Definitely part of the family.
And so Kelly is more our sales manager, business manager. So he definitely lets me still be able to have a life. And then next would be Mckensie. And Mackenzie's been here 10 years.
Yeah, going on 10. I think it's 9. Going on 10.
And then an agent now for...
This is my...
Fifth year.
Yeah,
Fifth year as an agent, right? Sorry about that. And but before that, Tyler came in, who is my son-in-law, and he's been an agent now for 7 years.
Yes.
And doing phenomenal as well. And then we have, after that, we have Hannah, who we brought and added to our team as an agent. And then we also added Bill, who was one of our clients.
I love
so
when that happens.
I know. And then, so we built, and then we also added Maddie, who is the youngest of the siblings.
Yes, definitely family business over here, which is fun. We'll absolutely do an episode on what it's like working with family, so stay tuned on that one.
But it's
great.
One.
Yes, you guys will like listening to that one. But it's been great to see the team pivot and evolve. We have some amazing partners. We have an amazing insurance company. We have the best lenders in the world here, and a great title company too. So we're really a one-stop shop, which is nice. You can come in and we have every resource for you. So we take care of everything, and yet, like I said, we're definitely the one-stop shop. But it's been fun to watch us pivot and grow, and with really technology taking a huge forefront and step into business. When I first started, you know, most businesses weren't really using social media. So it's been so cool to see the huge leaps social media has brought to real estate. Video, photography, you know, and
some of our reels
evolved. Oh yes. When I was doing social media, they were all, whenever they saw me coming, they're like, "Oh, geez, here we go," because
making us do carpool karaoke.
Yes, that's a good throwback. Everyone go on YouTube and watch Sandi and Kelly's carpool karaoke. That was a good one.
We definitely have to change with the times. So I agree. Things evolve, and we've come a long way.
Yes, we have.
But we now do have the dream team, and I am so excited for things to come.
Yes, I am too. I feel like we should do some fun facts about each other.
Oh, this could be fun.
Okay, you go first.
Let's see. The first one that comes to mind, this is when I was a little worried about you being in real estate.
Oh, man. I'm nervous.
5 years old, I decided to take you to a showing with me. And so they wanted to see it. It was a last minute. So I'm like, oh, we're going to go show a house. So I brought you in with me, and we walked into the house, and the people came in, and we were taking our shoes off. And the first thing you said is, "It stinks in here."
No. Thankfully, I've gotten a little better how to present a home.
Definitely. It was so funny.
That is so funny. It is funny, too, when you walk by your homes and they have children. And, you know, there's sometimes some pretty obvious odors in the home. And, the kids are always the first ones to point it out. Okay, so my fun fact for you, I would say it's kind of a fun fact and a great thing about you is your dedication to your clients.
Yes.
And, I wasn't yet born for this fun fact, but I've heard this story a few times, and this is the first one that came to mind. But it was when you were doing an open house and you were well into your 9th month pregnant with me.
Oh, goodness.
She was in active labor, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And she finished the open house,
waited
till the open house was done, threw the signs in, and drove
whipped
herself
the signs into my car
to the hospital. And then I was welcomed into the world. But the dedication to those sellers in that open house is unmatched.
So I was supposed to leave that open house and go and sign a listing and a purchase agreement with clients right after. So I had to make them come to the hospital and sign it.
I'm sure they never forgot that either. If you're listening right now, iconic.
Real estate really is just one part of what we do. The real magic happens in the stories we get to witness, from families making a fresh start, to builders with a vision, to clients who become friends, and our amazing community we get to be a part of.
We started this podcast to go beyond the listings in real estate alone. We want to bring you into the world we live and work in every day, where stunning homes, tight-knit neighborhoods, small business owners, and lakeshore living all come together to create something truly special.
On Keys to the Coast, you'll hear from our team, our clients, our favorite local businesses owners, designers, builders, and community leaders.
We'll talk real estate tips, home design trends, Grand Haven must-visits, what it's really like behind the scenes. Some episodes will be short and sweet, and others will be a deep dive into the stories that make this place unforgettable. Our hope is that this podcast feels like a conversation with a friend or family member, that it inspires you, informs you, and maybe even helps you fall a little bit more in love with our beautiful coast. We're so glad you're here, and we can't wait to take you along for our ride.
If you're new here, hit that follow button wherever you're listening so you don't miss an episode. And if you love Grand Haven like we do, share this podcast with a friend.
Thanks for tuning in to Keys to the Coast. We'll see you next time.